and welcome back to the channel. Out here on the rocks today on the southeast corner of Anglesey in a very popular mark, and I'm fishing with Gareth, who's just a little bit further up there. I'm sure we'll speak to Gareth in a little while. Already got a couple of baits out in the water. So I've got a sardine bait on one, looking for anything big, and I've got a scratcher on the other, 3-hook scratcher with some ragworm and some blow lug. Looking to continue my streak of not blanking in 2022. I'll bring you back, ddoi chi'n ôl os na rhywbeth yn digwydd. Well, Gareth says he's missed one bite. Gareth's got this myth, when he sees a bite he misses them, but when he doesn't see no bites he catches fish. We'll see if that carries on for the rest of the evening. I think I've had one small rattle there now. It is probably time to bring the scratching rig back just to check the bait. No movement on the big rod at all yet, not even inquisitive dogfish. Let's see what happens. Ddoi chi'n ôl mewn chydig. Right, Gareth reporting some bites over there. I've just had a series of small knocks, so I'm holding my rod now just to see if I can feel anything. Still nothing happening on the big bait. Maybe a good idea in a bit to bring that in and freshen things up a bit. Let's see what happens. On this one now I've got some ragworm and a small strip of mackerel, and actually I think there just might be a fish on the end of this one now. It's got a little bit more weight to everything than before. It's not a massive thing. I think it might be a small whiting, if there's a fish there at all, or it could be crab. Yeah, it is a small whiting, I think.
Very small.
I say small, I mean small. There we go. I think that's the smallest one we've seen for quite some time. But there we go. I think that makes it
1-0 to Tottenham.
1-0 to Tottenham. Oh, hang on, what was that? What happened there now? Right, we'll get that unclipped, get another bait in. Oh my God, what am I doing here? That took ragworm on the top hook. Well, there's the blank saved.
Waiting on here.
Waiting back here. That one could turn into bait.
Why not here? Ti'r camera fan cofio.
I put them in. No. Yeah, look at the size of that tight liners. How do you even spot a bite of something like that? Let's get this fella released, I think. I think he will go. He's not deeply hooked. So, let's get him in. Oh, shit. Oh, there he goes. He's trying. He's gone. Right, so the rig I'm using here on this one is a 2-hook flapping rig. Very similar, or similar things to what you've seen before, but what I've got him today, I've got him clipped down using one of these Gemini cascade clips on the top there. Oh, a knock on that one already. That was a bit better knock, that one actually. There's 3 baits on there, so I can leave that for a little bit. No, no chydig. Right, so one little whiting so far. I'm having a series of little knocks on this rod again now on the scratching rig. I haven't managed to pull in the big one in yet. Gareth says that he's just had to seen a small knock on his big bait rod. There's a lot of small whiting out there probably playing on the big baits as well. If the last session that I had on Saturday night is anything to go by, the size of the whiting we were catching were decent whiting, but they were taking huge baits. If you haven't seen that video yet, it's titled, "Oh, I dropped a hearse," but I did, honestly. I'm hoping possibly there might be 1 or 2 around tonight that we can do something about it to bring you something decent on the channel. We haven't seen any real decent fish since Adrian's conger. I think I might have got into that one a bit too quickly. I'll leave that one there for a bit longer. Yeah, no chydig. Well, just brought that knock in and look at the size on that. I've got bait in the bucket that's bigger than that. That's ridiculous. And that was caught on ragworm again on the middle hook. That's ridiculous. 2-0 to the Tottenham. Small whiting. The smallest we've seen on the channel so far. Oops. I'm having problems with my lights today. Anyway. Oh. Oh, dear me. I'll bring you back in a bit. Normal chydig. Yeah. Right, tight liners. I'm joined by Gareth. Gareth, can you tell the camera or tell the people at home what the score is now?
3-0 to the Tottenham.
Yeah, another very small whiting. There must be a ton and ton of these things down there. Oh, I don't know. Are we going to see a decent fish tonight? Let's hope so. So, what have you tried so far, Gareth?
Look, mackerel and sandeel.
You've managed to get hold of some sandeel, have you? Not many people can get hold of that at the moment.
Sardine.
Yeah, I've used some sardine. Yeah, so I've... This light is doing my head in. Okay, right, so Gareth, catch some fish, boy. Right, like I was saying earlier, these little whiting are relentless. There's another one. It's incredible how small they are. And the rattle they give on the rod. It's quite bonkers. But that makes it Tottenham 4, Arsenal 0. If that happens in White or in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in a few weeks' time when they do meet, then I'll be really laughing. But there we go. I don't see that happening somehow.
No.
Not 4-0 anyway.
Well, pissed off. Do not deny
Yeah. Yeah. Gareth was just saying now that he was quite annoyed. He, like you all know, he is an Arsenal fan. He travelled down to London with a friend of his to go and watch that match that was abandoned very naughtily by Arsenal because they had people on international duty and had one person on sick officially with COVID, and they called it on a COVID thing. Quite naughty. He was very annoyed having to go down for a no game. It's such a late call. Anyway, like in chydig. The whiting, as soon as you hit the water or the seabed, there's bites galore. I've left this one out there for much longer than before now. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to put my light on over here for a bit. Yeah, da i trymau sbio.
Yeah. So 6-0. Digalon.
Dangos ffordd hyn eto, golau ffordd yma chydig, please. Yeah, like I was saying, I left it there a bit longer this time, and a double header of these very small whiting. And that makes to score Tottenham Hotspur 6, Arsenal 0.
Digalon.
Digalon, he says. Digalon. That means, oh God. Type thing.
Home.
Hey? Right. Doi chi nôl mewn chydig. Right guys, Gareth has just pulled one back. So it's Tottenham 6, Arsenal 1. Dyna fo, ydych chi'n gweld y wyneb di? Right Gareth, off the mark.
Very happy.
Well, it is now 8-1 to Tottenham. Away, 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 away. Yeah. Come on, you Spurs. Well, there's Gareth. He's made it 8-2. Another little waiting for him. There we go. 8-2, Gar.
Yep.
But we were just saying now, it's gone quiet, Gareth. Even the little whiting have kind of stopped playing so much.
Liam Brady scores again.
Liam Brady, yeah. Well, even the small bites have started to slow down. Still no bites on the big baits. Usually in this spot, dogfish are prolific, and well, we haven't seen one. It's quite amazing. You know, so tried everything. I've got some squid and some mackerel out there now. We've tried sardine, we've tried sand eel, and still nothing on the big rods. Ddoi chi nôl os yna rhywbeth arall yn digwydd? Hwnna'n splash mawr, Gareth. Well, it's midnight now. Some of the small bites have slowed down a lot. Still nothing showing on the big rods. So we're going to give it another half an hour, and unless something really changes dramatically, then we'll be calling it a night. So, ddoi chi nôl os yna rhywbeth arall yn digwydd. Hang on, I know that too. The lights you see in the distance over there are quite a few ships sheltering. Must be waiting for a storm. Well, Gareth just caught one there now to make it 10-3, and then I got 1, 2, 3 on a 3-hook rig to make it 13-3 to Tottenham. Right, on the last cast now, we've decided that these little whiting are doing our heads in, and we are going to go home. Mewn chydig. Well, tightliners, wasn't one of the better sessions. Plenty of little fish, and we kept up our hope of getting a bigger fish. It didn't happen tonight. Still, it was good to get together with Gareth again and put the world to rights. Ended up the score: Tottenham Hotspur 13, Arsenal 4. So that streak of keeping the blank at bay continues. Anyway, until next time, keep your lines tight.